Welcome. This is a 30-minute full body deep stretch for the inflexible practitioner. For this sequence, I recommend grabbing at least 3 pillows or more if you are feeling super tense today, along with 2 blocks or anything that mimics a block like 2 cooking pots or stacked books. And we'll begin seated. If sitting cross-legged is too intense today, no worries. Go ahead and elevate your seat by sitting on a pillow, as many as you need. Now feel free here to plant the feet, keep the knees slightly bent if that feels good today, or go ahead and cross the legs. If you are feeling tense, your knees might not go as low as you see mine doing, so prop a few pillows or blocks under the knees. Again, as many as you need. I'm just using blocks because that's what I have nearby during filming, so feel free to use pillows. And just take a moment here to connect with the body and the breath. Sitting tall and gently tucking the tailbone. As you inhale, lifting the sternum, very gentle movement. As you exhale, softening the shoulders. If you're seated on the mat, plant the left hand to the left side of the mat. Just straight out as far as you comfortably can where you're still seated nice and tall. If you're seated on pillows, plant your left hand on a block, just placing the block to your left side. And sitting tall, we'll go ahead and begin to draw the right ear towards the right shoulder. Rest here if this is enough, or go ahead and rock the head forward and back. Gentle movement. And we'll release. Take a moment, shake it out. And when you're ready, we'll take the right hand to the mat or to a block just beside you, as far out so you can straighten that arm. We'll sit nice and tall, and you can rest right here if you're feeling that stretch in the arm already, or you can go ahead and draw the left ear towards the left shoulder. Option to rock the head forward and back. Gently release. Plant the left hand to the mat or block. Inhale, the right hand reaches up. Exhale, reach it over for a side stretch. Rolling open that right shoulder, just enough so you can take your gaze up. We'll inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, side stretch towards your right. Rolling that left shoulder open, take your gaze up. Inhale back to center. If you're seated on the mat, don't worry about the blocks here unless you feel like you need them. Otherwise, if you're seated on a pillow, go ahead and place the blocks just behind your hips. And on an inhale, we'll reach the right hand up and overhead. As you exhale, twisting towards your left. Left hand to the block. Inhale, lifting the sternum. Exhale, softening the shoulders. And we'll gently release. Come to center. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Exhale, twisting towards your right. Once again, sitting tall. Exhale, softening the shoulders. Inhale back to center, take a moment. And when you're ready, come to the knees, forehead, chin, or cheek to the mat for child's pose. Hands are reaching forward. If this is a really intense stretch for you, or you feel like you need a little more support under the hips, go ahead and place a pillow between your seat and your heels for a little added height. If the stretch within the shoulders or the upper back and chest feels too intense today, again, no worries, just place a block under the forehead, or you can actually place a pillow or two under your torso. So just resting your torso over the pillow. You might even feel a stretch or a intense sensation within the ankles or the tops of the feet. If so, you can place a small rolled up towel between that gap, so just between the ankles and the mat for a little support here. And wherever you are, drawing the breath into the chest. As you exhale, softening the shoulders and the upper back, allowing the arms to be heavy, hands to be heavy. And drawing the breath into the belly, expanding the lower back as you inhale. So just feeling the waistband getting tighter with each breath. As you exhale, softening the hips, the feet and the toes. Wherever you're feeling tension, begin to draw the breath in that area. So if you're feeling tense in the upper back or the shoulders, begin to draw the breath into the chest. If you're feeling tense in the lower back or the hips, begin to draw the breath into the belly. So really creating that space with your inhales and exhales. And we'll go ahead and gently release. We'll come to tabletop, so wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll begin inhaling, dropping the belly, taking your gaze up for cow pose. Exhale, rounding through the spine, gaze down for cat. And we'll continue syncing breath with movement, moving at your own pace. So you can go a little slower, go a little faster, and observe the body as you're moving. So be not just moving, you're being really present here with the body. Coming to a neutral spine. Completely optional as we prepare for puppy pose. You can place a few blocks in front of you, walking the hands forward, and begin to melt the chest down, resting the forehead either on the blocks or the mat. Drawing the breath into the belly, in through the nose, out through the nose. And we'll gently release back to tabletop pose. We'll inhale, the right hand lifts. Exhale, threaded under the left arm. Left hand reaches up towards the top corner of the mat, or go ahead and take a bind. So reaching that hand either towards the lower back or towards that right hip. Drawing the breath into the belly. Exhale, softening the belly. And we'll release. Take a moment, shake it out. And when you're ready, left hand lifts, reaches up overhead. Exhale, threading it underneath the right arm. Right hand reaches up towards the top corner of the mat, or go ahead and take a bind if that feels good. And we'll gently release. Once again, take a moment here, shake it out. Feel free to bend the elbows. And when you're all set, we'll come to laying on our backs. Grab a pillow or two. We'll place the pillow to our left. Hugging the knees towards the chest as close as you comfortably can. Option to rock side to side, massaging the back muscles, the muscles along the spine, massaging the lower back. we'll gently release, straightening the right leg, allowing the left knee to fall open, resting the left knee over a pillow. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Working through the body here. We'll inhale, drawing the breath into the chest. Exhale, softening the shoulders and the upper back. Drawing the breath into the belly. Exhale, softening the mid-back and the lower back. Allowing the legs to be heavy. No tension in the ankles, the feet or the toes. And we'll gently release. Straightening the left leg this time, we'll hug the right knee towards the chest, and keeping the back flat on the mat, we'll go ahead and cross the right knee over towards your left so that the right leg rests over the pillow. Use as many pillows as you need. I know this stretch could feel a little intense, so listen to the body. And once again, working through the body. So using your inhales to create space, exhales to completely sigh out any tension within the body, even if it's just for one moment that you just completely surrender. It is a moment towards growth. It's a moment towards creating that space that we all desperately long for. And observing the body here, no reacting. So the more we react to these uncomfortable sensations or stretches, the more they intensify. So just observe, stay neutral, acknowledge the body in its present state. And we'll gently release. Switching sides, hugging the right knee towards the chest. And allowing the knee to rest over the pillow. Elbows in line with the shoulders. And drawing the breath into the chest. Maybe feeling yourself lift as you inhale. Exhale, surrendering here in the chest and the shoulders and the upper back. Drawing the breath into the belly. Exhale, softening the legs, feet and ankles. And we'll release. Right leg straightens. As you hug the left knee towards the chest, go ahead and cross the left knee over towards your right and just resting that left knee over a pillow. Creating space with your inhales. Notice if the breath is slightly restricted here. Simply slow your inhales, slow your exhales if so, and that will really help make space within the chest. and we'll gently release. Take the feet mat width distance and begin to rock the knees side to side, seeing how low you can get the knees here. And just again, observing what's pressing into the mat, observing the body. Notice how the glutes feel. You might notice a crack or pop in the sacrum, completely normal. Just observe what the body's doing here. And we'll come back to center, hugging the knees towards the chest, giving yourself a big hug here. Exhale, release the feet towards the bottom of the mat, preparing for Shavasana. Hands to your sides, palms facing up and open, just taking the arms in a nice neutral position. And as always, ending practice with taking this time out of our day, of course, out of our practice, to be here now with the body. So be here with the body in its fully relaxed state, in its fully present state, soaking in all the work we did. We'll work through the body from the crown of the head to the root of the body, the feet, and beginning to soften the forehead. And keeping a gentle gaze with the eyes, or begin to close the eyes. We'll soften the jaw, allowing the chin to fall naturally. No tension in the back of the neck. We'll draw the breath into the chest. Exhale, softening the shoulders and the upper back. Softening the elbows, allowing the arms to be heavy, hands to be heavy. And we'll draw the breath into the belly. Exhale, softening the mid-back and the lower back, allowing the spine to find its natural, neutral position. And you might notice the hips getting slightly heavier here as the spine begins to soften. Notice the sacrum connecting deeper with the mat. Notice how the hips are feeling. Just taking a moment here to observe the hips. Maybe observe the front body, the lower back. We'll begin to soften the knees, allowing the feet to naturally splay out, allowing the feet to be heavy. And resting here a few more moments, observing the body or working through the body, observing the breath. We'll gently begin to wake up the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rocking the head side to side, maybe bending the knees, rocking the knees side to side. When you're ready, rolling over towards your right. Full breath here, inhale. And exhale. We'll gently come up to seated. Take your time. We'll inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Thank you for joining. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on future videos and live streams.